Hello, welcome to The Simple Things. I'm Paul Michael, and this is my very first video that I'm posting along with my co-host Betty White, aka Rose from the Golden Girls. Today, our first video, we're going to be looking at my balcony garden, and I'm sorry that I'm squinting, but I'm facing the window and I have nowhere else to look. I actually just have to check. Nope, my eyes are fine. Sorry about that. I'll also be rocking my hair for the last time before I get it cut, so I wanted to commemorate it. My hair before it goes short. Anyway, without further ado, let's go check out my balcony garden. I'm not too sure if you have one if you're watching this and what the state of it is. Let's have a look and see mine. So, going outside. As you can see, it's a decent size. It's not too small, not too big. We have some shade in the corner there, and we have some sun over here. It is a western facing balcony, so the sun does set in the west. So I do get like a late afternoon sun from about 1 o'clock. The corner starts to get bright, and in the summertime, it definitely gets a good 6 or 7 hours of direct sun. But here, let's start in the corner. Here I have a raspberry plant, and beside that is hellebore. Now this I got in mid-spring, and it's still lasting quite a bit. And what I really love about this one is it's a dusty rose. It's like a very delicate dusty rose, and it's been like this for a couple months, which has been really great. I also have hydrangea, a nice white hydrangea. This head here was like this when I first got the plant. It's a very bright white. I love it. But I'm keeping this on right now because as the colors fade, there's a really nice green it's become. And the edges have this pink frill to it, which I really like. And even though there's these brown spots, it does add a bit of a contrast, which I do like. And so I will keep that for a while. Here we have lilac, and I believe it's Agincourt Beauty or Agincourt Beauty. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it. This here is a black pearl and has been coming along quite nicely. The leaves are quite papery, which is really interesting. Over here we have columbine, and back to the corner we have Torella, and we have a few plants that I have of salvia. So we have this nice purple, this is a light whitish pink. We have a white one and this vibrant blue purple. I also have lavender here. And now I can't remember what this is called. I also got this in the spring, and it was full of these small white blooms. I believe it's called summer snow or something like that. I will look into it to see exactly what it's called. I also got this in the spring as well, and these plants have been coming along really well as well. They're all in one pot. As you can see, there's a variety of colors, but they've been blooming since the springtime, and they've been really amazing. Unlike my ranunculus here and here. This was a vibrant orange, and that one there was this pink and white. And I'm keeping them for now just because I want to see how long the plant lasts. I never had them before. I was told that they only bloom mainly for the spring, and the leaves started falling. I mean, yeah, it bloomed for a couple weeks, but they do fall quite quickly. But I'm going to keep it for now just to see how long the rest of the plant lasts. And then over here is my herb and seedling section. Most of them I did buy. For example, mint. We have rosemary, basil. Now when I planted the basil, I did buy it a bit early, and it was really slow to grow because I think it was still quite cold, and the leaves got these like dry edges on it. But now that the weather has totally warmed up, it's been doing so much better now. Here we have sage and thyme. And over here, after the mint, we have chives, which I've started to use for cooking now, which I'm really happy about. The last one I bought was the oregano. And the ones that I planted so far have been the peas. Here we have green onion. This is lettuce in these 2 pots. I also have sunflowers, which have grown so quickly. I only planted those about 2 weeks ago, and look how high they are, or tall they are already. These ones are sweet peas. Some more green onions here. And I did just recently plant hollyhocks, so let's see how those go. And then one more pot of peas there. I have some hen and chicks. Well, one I should say. There's one hen, and I guess there's a chick there. And then, as we scoot over, this is my shade corner, and I totally forgot what this is called, but I love it. It's a really nice deep purple plant. There's my hosta number 1, and I like it because it has the 2 different tones of green. For a little bit of color, I put some coral bells there, and this is a still bee here, which should start blooming with some nice colors. It is a shade plant or part sun, so that's nice because at least it'll add some color to my shade corner. There's another fern over here, or the first of my 2 ferns, and I love this fern because, as you can see, there's different tones of colors in this fern. You have these nice bright fresh green leaves, but then you also have some more not muted colors, but there's just a variety, and I love this tone here. Like, it's almost like this, I don't know, not purple. Yeah, I guess it's like purple. Kind of reminds me of spring mix lettuce. But you know, you have the bright green, different colors of green, and you have the purple like veins along here, which I really like. And even when the leaves here, they're kind of like a silvery color. I love this fern. And then my hosta number 2, which is grown quite big already, especially since I put it in a fresh pot, and it's getting these really nice white leaves on there. I do have aphids. I don't think they're too much of a problem, but I will have to look into that. But since I'm in a balcony, they shouldn't attract ants, but as long as they don't damage the plant, then I'm happy with that. Lastly, I have my pondering frog statue. His name is Pollywog. He does like to look out at the view of the river. He likes to watch the sunset. I have some fairy lights along the railing, which is nice at night to plug them in. And there are the mountains, which is a perfect way to end the evening, looking at the river and the mountains. So from this corner, you could see, you know, the array of plants that I have. I did mention columbine, didn't I? Yes, I did, just over there. I'm trying to keep plants that are, I actually don't know if they're native to BC or not, or to Vancouver, but I like plants that do have kind of a wildflower look, but I'm also trying to get some variety to what I have. But it's something that I'm playing with right now. But yeah, once again, that was my sun part, my seedlings and herbs, and my shade corner. And lastly, I have one more fern, which is just over here. I'm trying not to move too quickly because I know it could get a bit wonky and you could feel a bit seasick. But this is my last fern. And when I did get this fern, it was actually really nice because they had the green leaves, but they also had this brassy copper leaf that were quite tall. So I guess next year it'll have that look again. So I'm really looking forward to that. And that is my balcony garden. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tour of that. Sorry, I'm getting used to holding this camera on my face like this. Yeah, so I don't know what your balcony garden is. I don't know if you have any plants on it or not, or if you plan to. When I first moved in, there were no plants. So I'm going to take a video of what it was like before. And it really doesn't take much to, you know, make a balcony garden. Just need your pots, your soil, and some plants and seeds. That's it. So anyway, I will continue with weekly progress because I do need to get a couple of trellises. Some of those plants will probably need some stakes as well. It's kind of a learning curve for me because I love to garden, but I'm not very good. I'm an amateur, so let's see how it goes. But if you have any comments or suggestions, or if you want to share things that you like about your garden, yeah, let me know. So we'll see. I hope you enjoyed that, and hopefully you'll check out my next few videos about balcony gardens. Anyway, next time I'll have short hair, and yeah, we'll see how it goes, especially towards the end of the summer. I'm sure that balcony will be so full. I won't even be able to move out there. Okay, see you next week. And until then, enjoy the simple things. I'm Paul Michael. Ciao.